Hi guys, it's Stock Curry, and I'm running out of time to get this video out before the pre-market open, so we're just going to get straight into it. Real fast before we do, I wanted to let you know that if you are a member of Tip Ranks and you've been using it for a little while, say you're on the free plan, you've been thinking about upgrading to a paid plan, for the next 3 days through July 1st, Tip Ranks is offering 20% off if you use my link in the description of this video. So check out the description of this video. I've got a link for 20% off Tip Ranks. That is good for the next 3 days through July 1st. The other thing is, a few days ago, I put up a poll on the community tab asking you if you wanted to keep or remove Chris Sane, and the vast majority of you chose to remove Chris Sane. About 43% of you said keep, about 57% of you said drop him, replace him with somebody else. So this channel has never been about me. It's always been about you. This channel is for you. I produce these videos for you to help you guys out. And so you chose to drop Chris Sane, replace him with somebody else. So I'm going to honor your decision, and we're going to go ahead and do that. If you'll head over to the community tab, I want your input on who you want to replace him with. So give me a few choices on who you like. The top 5 choices I'm going to put up for a vote, and you guys can decide which of those top 5 you want as a replacement. All right, let's get right into today's video. For those of you guys who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for some large investment banks, and now I analyze stock picks from the top 10 YouTubers. Every single day, I give you both the cliff notes from every single stock pick from the top 10 YouTubers, as well as my analysis on their stock picks. Now, if anything I talk about today piques your interest, make sure you listen to who I say talked about that stock, and then go watch their video for the full analysis on what they said. Now, all I ask for putting all of this together for you guys is that you hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon so that you can get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. Alright, before we get to today's stock and crypto picks, I just want to remind everyone that I am not a financial advisor, and none of the YouTubers I analyze are financial advisors either. Nothing I talk about today is a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold. These are just my opinions, which may or may not be accurate. Please do your own research before investing in any asset. Alright, it looks like the markets might be red tomorrow. The futures are down right now, and all of the Asian markets are down as well. So I do expect a red day tomorrow. We'll just have to get through it, and hopefully Wednesday will be better. All right, let's get right into today's stock and crypto picks. First up is BTC. This is Bitcoin. Cathie Wood's ARK Invest just filed to create a Bitcoin ETF. The ETF is designed to track the performance of Bitcoin. If approved, the ticker will be ARKB. This is now the 9th Bitcoin ETF to be filed with the SEC. The SEC just postponed a decision to approve the first Bitcoin ETF. They are waiting for more regulation and investor protections on cryptocurrencies before approving any ETFs. Next up is ETH. This is Ethereum. StockMo had previously said that he would not be surprised to see ETH rise after options expiration. The last time options expired, ETH rose 60% in just 3 weeks. This time, ETH hit a low the day after options expiration on Saturday. It bounced off of the 300-day EMA for a second time and is now rebounding. Technically, ETH looks very bullish right now on the daily charts. I did buy some ETH for a short-term technical trade today, and StockMo bought more ETH in his long-term crypto portfolio today. I continue to hold ETH in my long-term portfolio, but I'm not adding any more to it at this time. Next up is AMC. This is AMC Movie Theaters. Keenan Grace gave an update on AMC today after it ran up over 7%. Now, something funny is going on because Ortex reported short interest at nearly 19%. But according to Fintel, the shares available to borrow has risen significantly to 1.8 million. On top of that, the borrow fee has dropped to 1.5%. Once again, these numbers are just not adding up. The borrow fee should be much higher, and the number of shares available to borrow should be much lower. But it gets even stranger. Keenan Grace showed us that the Motley Fool, a stock news publisher who has been very, very bearish on AMC for the past few weeks, has now all of a sudden come out with a bullish article in AMC. I said it last week and I'll say it again, you literally cannot do any analysis at AMC. The stock is all over the place, the short interest is all over the place, the news is all over the place, the manipulation in games being played by hedge funds and market makers is insane and has made AMC completely unpredictable. I am unable to do any analysis on it, so best of luck with whatever you choose to do. Personally, I'm holding and thinking about buying more. Ooga booga. Next up is CCIV. This is a SPAC and they're merging with Lucid Motors. Lucid Motors is an American EV manufacturer. CCIV is now set July 22nd as the official shareholder vote date for the merger with Lucid Motors. Once the merger is approved, the merger should happen very quickly, usually within a day or two. Now technically, CCIV is looking bullish on the MACD and EMAs, but is approaching overbought on the RSI. CCIV is approaching resistance at $27.80. If CCIV can break above $27.80, which I think it will be able to do easily given the current momentum, then the next level of resistance is around $35. And that will bring CCIV up to the range that everybody thinks it should be trading at. Keep in mind, CCIV is heavily shorted, so we do have a chance for a short squeeze here also. In the long term, StockMo thinks CCIV has huge potential, especially if their battery lives up to the 500-mile plus range that's been promised. If it does, that will change the game for EVs in the United States. All of that said, ZipTrader does not expect a huge run-up going into the merger. Instead, he sees a slow rise with CCIV not really taking off until after they start delivering vehicles. And that is the same thing StockMo had previously said also. Next up is CHPT. This is ChargePoint. They are the largest charging station company in North America with 73% of the total market share. StockMo said CHPT is the only charging station company he believed in enough to buy LEAP call options on. CHPT is up about 66% from last month's lows. That said, CHPT is already at StockMo's year-end price target of $35 to $40 and is overbought on the RSI. CHPT appears ready for a pullback soon. StockMo is hoping for another 15 to 20% rise from here over the next 6 months. Next up is FSR. This is Fisker, and they're a car company getting into EVs. StockMo thinks FSR is way underpriced. In the long term, that might be true, but in the short term, FSR is technically coming up on some pretty strong resistance at $21.60. The RSI is also approaching overbought, so it will probably hit resistance right around the same time FSR hits the overbought territory again. I think we'll see a small pullback soon before FSR pushes higher again. Next up is LI. This is Li Auto, and they're a Chinese EV company. StockMo may have chosen XPEV over LI because he believed that XPEV would outperform LI during the recovery, but LI has been keeping up with XPEV nicely. XPEV was up a little over 100% from its lows, and LI is up about 95% from its lows. That said, LI is overbought on the RSI and has been for about a month now. The stock is due for a serious pullback soon, so I would wait for a dip before buying in. ZipTrader said that LI is nearly at his price target of $35 and he will not be upgrading his price target. When a stock hits your price target, whatever that price target might be, it's time to take profits. A lot of new traders find it easy to buy stocks, but hard to know when to sell. The answer is, you sell once your stock hits your price targets, and you should set your price target or technical target before you buy the stock. If you are a new trader and unsure how to set a price target or technical target, then I recommend you take a beginner trading course to walk you through how to profitably trade stocks. The best trading course I found is ZipTrader U. I reached out to ZipTrader and secured a 15% off of a ZipTrader U course for you. So if that is something that you are interested in, then I have the details for that on my promotions page. You can find a link to my promotions page in the description of this video. Next up are our banking stocks. And I'm going to start with MS, which is Morgan Stanley. They're an investment bank. On Monday, MS announced that they are doubling their dividend. JP Morgan Chase increased its dividend by 11%, Bank of America increased its dividend by 17%, Wells Fargo doubled its dividend, and Goldman Sachs boosted its dividend by a whopping 60%. The only bank that did not increase their dividend was Citigroup. The news was announced after hours, and MS was up 2.7% after hours. GS was up 1.1% after hours. JEF was up 4.35% after hours. And Citigroup was down 0.78% after hours. Next up is NIO. This is NIO, and they're a Chinese EV manufacturer. NIO just completely ignored the technicals and ran up over 9% today. When that happens, it's almost a sure bet that Reddit is involved. And sure enough, as you can see on the Noonan report on Monday, NIO was one of the 10 most talked about stocks on Reddit. Now there was some news today, and this was also helped a little bit by a small gamma squeeze, so it wasn't 100% Reddit. The news was that Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, would be recalling 300,000 vehicles in China due to autopilot software issues. That sent all of the Chinese EV stocks higher, including NIO, XPEV, and LI. That said, I feel like NIO ran up too much today, and I would not be surprised to see NIO drop 5% or more between Tuesday and Wednesday combined. StockMo is also expecting a red day for NIO on Tuesday. In a few weeks, though, NIO has another catalyst coming up, and I'm not just talking about their June delivery numbers. ZipTrader let us know that on July 9th, NIO will be having their Power Day, where they will be showcasing their new technologies related to batteries, charging stations, swapping stations, battery range, etc. Next up is PLTR. This is Palantir, and they're a data analytics company. Tom Nash reviewed Palantir's partnership with DataRobot today. He showed how DataRobot perfectly complements Palantir and how the partnership will help Palantir expand the usefulness of their Foundry software by taking the data that Foundry collects and then using DataRobot's augmented intelligence, or AI, technology to train and produce forecasting models. In other words, this allows Palantir to tap into the growing AI market, which is expected to be as large as $1 trillion by 2030. For more information, you can go watch Tom Nash's video that he uploaded Monday. Next up is TQQQ. This is a 3 times leveraged QQQ ETF. QQQ tracks the NASDAQ 100. StockMo purchased TQQQ on Monday for his YouTuber picks portfolio. It should be noted that this was StockMo's viewer's pick and is not necessarily StockMo's stock pick, although he did say that TQQQ was his stock pick also. The NASDAQ has lagged behind the Dow and S&P this year, so StockMo thinks TQQQ is a great stock to take advantage of a sector rotation back into high-growth stocks. Next up is TSLA. This is Tesla, and they're an American EV manufacturer. Despite recalling over 300,000 Chinese vehicles today, TSLA was still up 2.5%, and that is very bullish. StockMo showed how TSLA is lagging behind in its recovery compared to NIO. StockMo thinks NIO will perform better in the long term, and TSLA will perform better in the short term. Both, of course, are great long-term holds also. Last week, I purchased a $700 monthly call option on TSLA that expires on July 16th. I'm currently up 88% on that call option. I think TSLA will recover up to around $780 by July 16th if this current momentum keeps up. StockMo thinks TSLA will get to $900 by the end of this year. By the way, if you want to know everything I buy and sell, I post my trades free of charge on Facebook and Twitter. I don't make you pay for a Patreon to give you that information. I provide it free of charge because I'm here to help you, not profit off of you. So if you want to know everything I buy and sell within minutes of making the trade, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I have links to my Facebook and Twitter in the description of this video. And finally, we have XPEV. This is XPeng, and they're a Chinese EV manufacturer. A few months back, StockMo bought more XPEV to diversify his EV portfolio. He was trying to decide between XPEV and LI, and decided to go with XPEV because he thought it would outperform LI. It has. XPEV was up about 80% from when StockMo bought it a little over a month ago. Technically, XPEV was overbought 2 weeks ago and 3 weeks ago, and was due for a pullback. It looked like we were going to get one until Tesla recalled 300,000 vehicles in China today, which sent XPEV up over 7% today. That said, I do expect a pullback on XPEV on Tuesday or Wednesday. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video and get a lot out of it. Comment down below what your favorite stock pick is for Tuesday. And if you want to get some free stocks, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up using my link in the description below and deposit just $100, Webull's going to send you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. They're also going to give me 1 free stock, so it helps you out and it also helps the channel out. Now, if you're not a U.S. resident or if you want to trade OTC penny stocks, then I recommend Interactive Brokers. I also have a link for Interactive Brokers in the description of this video as well. Interactive Brokers has highly discounted trading for anybody who's not a U.S. resident. If you are in the U.S., then you can do commission-free trading. So go check that one out as well. And in full disclosure, I do have a material interest for Interactive Brokers as well. Alright, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys have a ton of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.